Okay, give me just a sec and we'll get started. Okay. Hi, and welcome to more Ace Attorney, Justice for All. We're in the middle of the, third section of court. I guess we're at the recess in court, but... I should probably raise this up a little bit more. Sorry, the cover on my mic arm is slipping. Give me a sec. Weird.
Is it really true? About my aunt?
I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Enid could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan.
That's terrible. Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Miss Von Karma. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation. Looking down at me even though we're the same age.
Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering.
Not yet. My goal is to defeat you, and let the whole world know of your defeat.
But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back.
Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is.
Also, I just realized I, forgot to leave my door open. I'm sorry about that. If I, don't leave my door open, it gets super, super hot. And so I need to, leave the door open so that I don't die of heat. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Can you prove Miss Edie Miney had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Miney and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. And that's the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Miney, please testify to this court about your car accident last year.
Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in bringing up the past.
Miss Miney, if you please.
Okay, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but...
Sorry, give me just a sec. Okay.
That was, last year in May. Something really bad had happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And then, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was like totally pooped too, so I like fell asleep in the passenger seat. I like woke up because of a jolt and like it was a sea of flames around me. I like opened the door and like got away.
I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows, day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Ugh.
Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip.
Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Miney's sister.
Yeah, which means I'll have to work at this from another angle. Sorry, my voices might be a little bit off tonight.
That was like last year in May.
Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then?
Yeah, like, that was in May too. Like, the thing with all the patients dying was like May 2nd. And like, our accident was like on the 24th.
2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's just coincidence?
My sis was like totally tired, so that's why, duh. Like, something really bad had happened at like my sister's clinic around then.
That was the malpractice incident where 12 patients died, correct?
Yeah.
What was the cause of the mistake?
Like, I heard it was because the medicines got like mixed up.
Is that the fault of your sister, Mimi Miney?
Like, no way. Dr. Gray like wanted to blame it on my sis. That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault.
Which means as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Miney is the one who made the mistake.
But like, it really wasn't my sis. And like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving.
Also, hey Sachi, how are you doing? She's totally tired. You mean exhausted?
Like, she had to talk to the police and was like being investigated like every day. It was like a totally terrible situation.
Doing good? Nice. It's no wonder then that the car accident happened, huh? So then, why didn't you ask to switch places?
Huh? Like, what are you talking about?
I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True.
But like, I don't like have a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney.
Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, anyway. I was like totally pooped too, so I like fell asleep in the passenger seat.
The accident happened at night, correct?
Yeah, like, it was at like 1 a.m. or so, I think. I had like a paper due like really soon. So like I hadn't slept and was working like real hard. So it was because the two of you were so tired that this accident transpired.
I don't know where I pulled transpired out, but... fuck it, we'll roll with it. I legitimately have no clue where my brain came up with transpired. I think I, like, mashed letters from words from, like, the top line into it.
I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and, like, it was a sea of flames around me.
See, the big thing is that she does have her driver's license, but I don't know if this works as a... Your sister? What happened to her?
I didn't see her. The car was, like, totally black and there was a ton of smoke. I, like, totally had, like, no clue what was going on. I, like, opened the door and, like, got away.
Please tell us about your escape in more detail.
I, like, kept wanting to forget that time. So, like, I don't remember things about the accident in, like, detail anymore.
Well, it's alright. No need to push yourself.
I think I, like, gave an interview after the accident. Like, that would probably be the most accurate, you know?
If it's that article, then I've already got it.
I, like, didn't have my license, so I couldn't take over driving for her.
Okay, here's the statement that we present the driver's license to. And that's why you were in the passenger seat.
Like, yeah. I was, like, at my college's research lab till, like, really late. So my sis was, like, giving me a ride home.
I see.
Phoenix,
Yes?
you can't do this. You're being too easy on her.
There's gotta be some sort of secret sleeping in her in this testimony.
Yes, so let's find that one crushing contradiction and end this.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with my voice, but... my voice does not want to cooperate tonight. Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now.
Like, what do you mean?
I know you had a license back then. This is a photo that you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney?
That's right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident.
No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so.
What? Are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director?
Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did... oh.
No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November.
What? November?
The accident happened last May. That's half a year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Well, what in the... That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license. Ugh. How?
Cry, and my whip will accommodate.
That's not your voice. Mia, that was a really good Francisca impression. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers.
I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would have let me drive.
How?
Don't just stand there humming to yourself.
Not you too, Mia. With the whip and the pain and the ow.
Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because...
I think this situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Miney, if you please.
Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, I didn't mean to be mean. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was like this totally big fan of cars and like really valued them. She like had just gotten this really shiny bright red sports car. She like would say things like, "No way am I letting a noob drive my car." So like that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night too.
I see. Bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but...
Like, around that time I was like really close to getting my license.
So what do you mean by really close?
Like, I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called.
Permit?
Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is.
Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Ah!
Ignorance is to be whipped.
That's not your voice either, Francisca. It's not high enough. What is with her? And all she's said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense.
So, like, may I continue? My sis was like this totally big fan of cars and really valued them.
She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car?
Well, like, she'd flip out at like a drop of rain. And like, she'd notice if someone like touched the car door with dirty hands.
In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage, ever? Why did she take such special care of the car?
How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car.
New car?
Like, you wouldn't want to like get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer?
I think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise.
Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright?
Well, Miss Miney, what kind of car was it?
She like had just gotten this really shiny bright red sports car.
I don't know the breeds of car, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. It was a new car.
Yeah. She had like gotten it, or just gotten it. It was like from the UK.
The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials?
And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive.
Guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor. Yes? Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yes. Do you not know what the UK is? Well, if you like cars that much, then. That's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony?
Sure, whatever. My sister's new car was like a totally special model from England.
I yelled hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. So yes, what am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good?
Like, huh?
They're expensive and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. It'd seem there's no benefit to owning one.
Like, huh?
This whole steering wheel on the right side thing is kind of goofy, isn't it?
You? What do you know? That sleek shape, the purr of the engine...
Jesus. Forgive me. Personality really changes at the drop of a hat.
It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case.
Does this work? It does. Miss Miney. Do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it?
Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that?
Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver is on the left side. That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. What do you mean by this? Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Order in the court. Order.
Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Eni said the person who was driving was her older sister, Meanie Mimey.
That's what Eni said, yes. That is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions.
Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder.
If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eni or Mimi, who was really driving that night? The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said, the witness, Miss Eni Miney, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now?
What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is...
I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is... Mimi Miney. That is your real name.
Of all the foolish dribble. Then, how do you explain her appearance?
This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture.
Facial reconstruction surgery?
This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister.
No!
But Mimi Miney, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. I don't know how you want me to pronounce your name, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case.
Then, the body they found at the crash site...
That was the body of the real Eenie Miney. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? Sent me the video. Nice. It'll be a bit before I'm able to take a look at it, but I'm looking forward to seeing the the results of it. That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eenie Miney. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. Also, completely other thing, I am very glad that Capcom announced literally earlier today that they're porting the rest of the Ace Attorney games. Like, thank goodness. Took them long enough. But it also means that I don't have to try to emulate Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice, because apparently they've got funky emulation compatibilities. But yeah, I'm very glad that those ports got announced earlier today. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence.
Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray.
What do you mean?
What is the meaning of this nonsense?
Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miney. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Miney was still in fact alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs.
And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And, in that moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Miss Eenie, I mean, you want karma? Ugh.
Why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close.
But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? Become your own sister. I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted her old self to disappear because of this.
That's about the malpractice incident.
Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister.
The timing couldn't have been worse.
14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear.
If I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way.
She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, And even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. Plan beyond my wildest imagination. Don't worry, Judge, you're gonna get into some more batshit insane murder plot in the next case.
That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo?
Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult, I hate it. I hate it all.
I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as, why did Miss Miney choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay.
This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Franziska von Karma.
Gonna enjoy the news tonight, Miss Von Karma. How about you? It's gonna be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Yow! Ow, ow, ow!
And one more for good measure. Phoenix, hang in there, Phoenix. Phoenix!
Is that a fucking Metal Gear reference? That's a Metal Gear reference. I'm 90% sure that that's a Metal Gear reference.
This court is a fraud, a sham.
Now then, it looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I'll go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty. Gumshoe, hit it with the confetti. Also, can I just say, I find it really funny that Maya is still really short, despite the fact that she's wearing, like, platform shoes. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Congratulations, Maya. Sis! It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right.
That's not your voice, Mia. Still one thing I don't quite get.
What's that?
What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard the gunshot.
I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then, you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder.
She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh?
Nick!
Congrats, Maya.
Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam.
Well, you know.
But I really don't want something like this to ever happen again.
Flash forward to some other instances of Maya being in jail. I won't go into more detail about that because that's spoilers, but let it be known that there's at least one more instance of Maya being in jail.
I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Miney with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick.
Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be?
Nick, please. I need an answer.
The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... It's Pearl.
Pearly?
4 years from now, a new master will be born into Kurian Village. And that person will be you, Maya.
And?
But, if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then?
The Branch family... my aunt...
No. Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be... Pearl's. Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearl's would become the next master.
Yeah, I can see that.
Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so.
My precious Pearl. You're the only one suitable to be the master of Kurian, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder, and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. That Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come.
Oh. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna be crying off in the corner over Turnabout Big Top because, oh my god, it's such a bad case. Morgan seems like a well-adjusted person. Okay, no. I was thinking of something from the next game that's a weird translation thing that got missed. But, I'm thinking about the next game, and it's, like, spoilers for the next game, so, So, Turnabout Big Top. This case is infamous. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight. The world's greatest magician. The one, the only. Maximilian Galactica. Have a good night. Thanks again for stopping by.
Wow, that was like being in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. That was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly?
Get used to hearing this music. This music plays for like 3/4 of the entire case.
It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, and an elephant that rode a giant ball. Not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica. He was absolutely fabulous. Huh? What? Max? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. A magician?
Oh. Magic Ian, I guess. Magic Ikian, according to the spelling.
No, a magician. Mr. Nick,
Huh? What is it, Pearls?
does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits?
I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, do you? Or you don't know about magic, do you, Pearls?
I'm sorry.
I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in Kurine Village. And it was during that trying time that I met Pearls. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it and is returning to her normal self.
It's time to go. You're right, we can't miss the last train.
Pearls, you remember the train?
Of course I did. But I don't really understand what everyone means by express train. Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year.
Don't worry about it, really.
You're going to visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Maybe. I'm glad you'll get to spend your New Year's with your special someone. Pearly, look, it's time to go. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick.
Happy New Year. Really hope it'll turn out that way. Well, today wraps it up for this year. I hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. Hello? This is the Wright & Co. Law.
Nick, it's terrible.
Ah, Maya, perfect timing. Things are terrible here, too.
Huh?
The office is in a terrible mess, and I have to clean it up.
What are you talking about?
My dirty office? What are you talking about?
Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV.
TV. Now let's check in at the scene. Huh? What happened? Thank you. We're here at the Very Big Circus. The Very Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers. The Very Big Circus.
That's the circus we went to, right?
Saying that there was a murder?
Yeah, they arrested him too.
Arrested who?
Max! They arrested Max Galactica.
Maximilian Galactica. Fans call him Max. Popular magician who can fly through the sky at will. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max. He also wears those platform heels. Look at this. Look at this smug asshole.
All right, Nick. I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center.
Huh? What?
See you there. You've still got plenty of time to clean up your office later.
What? Charlie, a quite decorative plant. I wouldn't mind his help cleaning this place up. A poster of the newest member of the Steel Samurai universe. Maya went out and bought it right away. She's a sucker for all things Steel Samurai. I hear they're even giving the new guy his own movie. I just know Maya's going to drag me out to see it with her. Fun fact, this isn't really spoilers. This has a name, like this next Steel Samurai character. It's the Nickel Samurai, by the way. There's a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. Until recently, it had been a normal business-class hotel. We actually, technically speaking, we learned that in the next case in this game, but it's not enough of a thing to call it a spoiler, in my opinion.
What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max?
Asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand. Nah, Phoenix, that one happens in Apollo Justice. Sorry. Nah, that's not entirely true. There is a card game themed case in Apollo Justice.
Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing.
Fabulous. What the young lady just said was absolutely fabulous. What a clever girl. Such a fabulous understanding of events. What's with all this fabulous talk? Welcome to the visitor's room.
It's Max! Nick, look, it's the real Maximilian Galactica.
Alright, sweetie, pick a card. Any card.
He called me sweetie. Nick!
Maya's voice is just perpetually getting higher and higher. Time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card, any card. Playing card jump scare.
This one.
Uh-huh. I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts.
Ah! He got it! He got it! Nick, look, he got it!
What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts.
Max.
Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time.
Max, you should let Nick pick a card.
I don't want to steal one of his hearts. And you are. I hope I'm not being loud enough to wake people up. I hear people upstairs. I might need to close my door. But, oh, and you are. Oh, how silly of me. You must be the sweetie's driver. Or driver? Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card. Any card. I want this one. So, sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you?
Yes, I'm your biggest fan.
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. Oh, fuck, he's straight. Hey, what about my card? Think of it as a souvenir.
Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling?
Just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Sweetie, drop the porcupine head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely fabulous! Absolutely cringe-inducing. Wow. I can't believe you just, called Max cringe, Phoenix. I'm an attorney. What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act? I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me?
He isn't wasting his time. Max, you're...
Okay, relax, sweetie. You're just a little over-anxious, I think.
Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Fabulous! I think we should get to know each other better, too. Why don't you come sit next to me?
There's a big piece of security glass between us.
Oh, sweet Jeebus, what in the world? Only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear. I like how, Sachi, I like how your opinion on Max Galactica has done a complete and utter 180. Also, hey Nautilus, how are you doing? Yes, it's Turnabout Big Top. Only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear. What is this guy talking about? Anyways, lately you've become, Wow, that was a very good impression of me, Mr. Lawyer. Anyway, lately you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, Porcupine Head. Get it straight. Having bad stomach pain in the morning? Ugh. I'm no stranger to that, so I totally understand. Jeez, people nowadays. They get their panties all in a bunch over nothing. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not? I did indeed. It was fabulous. I won the Magician's Grand Prix held by the Association of International Magicians. Congrats on becoming a tummy ache survivor. Mr. Phoenix Wright, you don't understand what I've been through. I had a tummy ache this morning. Don't you understand what that means? It's an award that recognizes that I'm the most fabuloso of fabulous world magicians. There was a trophy and a bust. It was it was an amazing day. They gave me an award for surviving my stomach ache. I'm sorry, I can't go on with that bit. There's something really funny about the idea of Max getting, like, a trophy for... It's just, like... It's just a little trophy that's got, like, a little plaque on it that's just, like, tummy ache survivor. Ideas for thumbnails. Throw it in the Discord.
Wow, that's incredible.
Isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world. And I guess he didn't win a trophy for being the most modest magician. I mean, he's not wearing a shirt, Phoenix. What did you expect?
You're signed to an exclusive contract at the Very Big Circus, correct?
That is the long and short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You can't just watch a magician on TV, you know? Magic is so fabulous, you have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie.
You're right. You're so right.
However, the circus, it's a dinosaur, a thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there.
Huh? What do you mean?
That's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract? Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't it just wonderful, sweetie?
Yes.
I made all of the old crusty circus performers obsolete. Would you believe me if I told you that the anime adaptation of this case is actually better than the actual game?
But I kind of like the circus performances.
It looks a bit down. Tell me what happened at the Very Big Circus. Last night, the ringmaster was murdered.
The ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry?
Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was in the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. The police questioned me at length. Questioned you about what? About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening in his room.
So then, why were you arrested?
Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult with me on matters, that's all.
Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is.
She's right. I think I should shock him back into reality. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster. Uh-huh. What did you talk about? Things that aren't for your ears. Maya, would you please ask him?
What did you talk about with the ringmaster, Max?
It was nothing. Small talk, really. But we were just having a chat about my salary.
Salary?
I'm the one bringing in the crowds. I think that I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you?
Yes.
That's all you talked about? Of course. It was a fabulous chat. Just fabulous. I mean, ugh. Now he's got me saying it.
What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape.
Anyway, I've been curious about something for a while now.
What's that?
Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie?
Because you've been arrested for murder.
Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Why is that? Obviously because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galactica. So? I'm the very big star of the very big circus. And that means I'm rich. I'm paid fabulous sums. Which means what?
Max.
Quit joking around. You've got to be pulling my magic wand. The police aren't really serious about this, are they? They don't arrest people as a joke.
Look at Max. He's crushed.
Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. This is serious business. Whenever I hear the phrase "wake up and smell the coffee," my brain always goes to the Futurama bit that's just Bender dumping coffee on Fry, saying "wake up and smell the coffee." Yes? Sir, you're a lawyer, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm an attorney. Please help me. I didn't kill nobody.
Didn't kill nobody?
I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit, but a killer? That's insane. I could never.
Max?
I swear. I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm. Okay, I'll take your case. I like that his fake eyelashes are slipping in this portrait. That's really funny. I never noticed that before. Really? Really? Thank you much. Y'all sure are nice folks.
Max?
Yes?
What's your real name?
It's Billy Bob Johns. Billy Bob Johns. What's the matter, Maya?
He's really just a country bumpkin.
I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie.
Huh?
Mr. Attorney? Yes? A few minutes ago, you took one of my cards, didn't you? Now that he mentions it, I did take a card. It was the 10 of hearts, right? What? Howdy. Got it right again. What can I say? You too, you've stolen some of my most valued possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. Sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you? Ha ha ha. Putting my faith in you, sweetie. Didn't just call me sweetie, did he?
Alright, let's make this an absolutely fabulous cake.
Maya, you have no idea.
Come on, Nick.
Wait, Maximilian Galactica and his comical comrades. I never noticed that because it's so pixelated in the original that you can't even see it. What D&D class do you think Max Galactica would be?
We're here again.
Yep, but this time we're here for work. It hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene.
Let's find someone who might know something about what happened.
Sounds like a plan.
Look, it's Max.
But when you don't want to see him, poof, he's right in front of you. Sure, the sign says Very Big Circus, but looking around it might as well be Cirque de Galactica.
The stars on his cheek sure are dreamy. How about I draw a star on your cheek, Nick? I got a marker.
Nah, it's alright. A bard, but he either rolls 1 or 20 on persuasion. Circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience.
Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults.
Not doing any somersaults.
Why not? You look like you'd be great at it.
Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults? Ugh. This is not a person, this is a lion, by the way.
Huh? Nick?
Wasn't me. Or it's a tiger, not a lion.
Tiger!
He's coming this way. Ah!
Nick, you're too young to die. Nick! Stay, heal!
I'm still here. Not dead yet.
Nick, are you okay? Scared you, didn't I? Regin is such a cute tiger, isn't he? What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. Don't what's the matter me. Nick, he almost died there. He wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky.
Huh?
You agree, don't you?
I guess.
What do you mean you guess? Why are you agreeing with her? Woohoo! Your costume! It's cute. I want to try it on. Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not. Really? You're the best.
Wow, tables turn quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Very Big Circus. My name's Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium.
Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. You put us up next to an animal tamer, I bet we look really odd.
Nice to meet ya.
Likewise.
Hey, Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder?
Uh-huh.
My dad was murdered.
Oh, I see. Wait, what did she just say?
So, the ringmaster was your... Yep, the ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyway, everyone was here practicing last night.
Even your dad?
Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here. Why did you do that?
Man, bouncing between Regina and Maya's voice really does not work.
I was playing with Regent.
Regent. She was with that beast.
That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead.
For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. I wish she would tell us more about her dad.
That's incredible that you're an animal tamer. If you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary. He's cute. Ever since Leon,
It's not Leon, it's Leon.
Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend.
Leon?
Yes, Leon the lion.
Leon the lion. Regent and Regina. Interesting name choices.
Leon, he died? Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him.
What?
Why did he do that? I'm not sure why he did it.
It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. I'm an attorney. What about this? What can you tell me?
I'm not really good at figuring out hard things. Really? You too? I understand exactly what you mean.
Never expected Maya to make a new friend in a strange place like this. Oh, I guess I should examine the, I should examine around the big top.
A ladder.
It's just a step ladder.
What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter.
Oh, okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one.
Hey, it's a rope.
Probably for tightrope walking.
That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it. Look, that's where Max comes out during the show.
Gotta admit that it was a pretty cool effect.
We're planning for me to start coming out of the lion during the show.
That's great, Regina.
Yeah, I'll ride on Regent's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. I want to try it too. I'll ride on Nick's back and jump out of the lion's mouth.
Sometimes I wonder about this girl. Seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay.
Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky.
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
How's it you guys always seem to know when I'm working a crime scene, pal?
Because you're always working, Detective.
Well, I'd rather not be always working, but with crime, you don't make your own hours. I have to be at the circus anyway. I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show's always the same. Dead body, stage left.
Nick, he complained.
That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? Do you know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow? Of course, it'll be Ms. Von Karma. She isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure Miss Von Karma's really interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about.
Like who?
Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. What in the world happened after I went back home?
Mr. Edgeworth? You haven't heard what happened to him?
Nick won't tell me.
Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore.
He's not around? Nick, what does that mean? Mr. Edgeworth isn't around.
Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth's gone. Don't say his name again, okay?
Nick?
The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, last night around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold. Pretty sad way to go out if you ask me, pal.
It was rather cold.
This is the scene of the crime, pal. Body was found right over there. Right about where you're standing now. Surprised you, didn't I?
I'm not laughing.
Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal.
Yep.
Yeep. It's pretty clear cut as far as murders go. It was discovered quickly. I'm sure Edgeworth Senpai is watching us. Stop talking about him as if he's dead. He's just gone off to college. Hey Dash, how are you doing? But... what? There's just one thing that doesn't quite fit.
Ha! There always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit.
Okay. This is gonna be... I'm doing pretty good. This is going to be a very weirdly specific reference, but has anyone seen the meme that's like the outside of a building with a giant buildup of ice in the corner that's like vaguely human-shaped? That's just like, it got so cold outside that even the ghosts froze over or some shit like that. This specific background reminds me of that meme. It's a very specific meme I'm thinking about. I'll have to see if I can find it afterward and send it to the Discord, but like... this is the only place that the snow has been trounced on.
The murder was sloppy, leaving all those prints all over.
No, no, no. We're the ones who left the prints. Investigation can be a messy thing sometimes.
What?
I also slipped and fell in that spot over there. The other detectives all got a good laugh when the prosecutor whipped me. Thank God there was all the snow around to bring down the swelling. It's great to know that the police aren't worried about preserving the evidence. Hey, Gumshoe. I'm an attorney. Come on, you flashed that badge at me so many times, it doesn't work anymore. Why don't you try wearing a different badge every now and again?
Well, I do have a Steel Samurai badge with me. How about that one?
I'll only wear it if Detective Gumshoe carries a Steel Samurai police badge.
Then it's a deal. I hear that Detective Gumshoe has that very badge.
What? Don't look at me like that, you're making me nervous. What was this one thing that didn't quite fit? Thing you mentioned earlier. Is that a Pokemon joke? I don't think so. Footprints, pal. Footprints.
Footprints?
That wasn't your voice, Maya. Look at this picture of the crime scene. What's this? A wooden box under the body? No clue, pal. The forensics experts took it back and are examining it now.
And what's so mysterious about the footprints?
Whoa, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture. Not having enough badges. The victim's footprints are on the scene. That's right, pal. Problem is...
the killer's footprints aren't there.
bingo. Where did the killer come from? And where did he go? Where did it go? Where did he come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I made this joke before. Shit. Where did the killer run off to? Obviously, there's no way the killer committed this crime while flying. A flying culprit? That's when something just clicked in my head.
There's no way. Flying is impossible.
That's right, flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. What's with the hollow laugh, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Better state it, it means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. Nope, I didn't mean to do that.
Gumshoe, you really like that song.
I don't even know if it was a Gumshoe that... I don't even know if it was Gumshoe who I made the reference to that song with. Look at this man's mustache. Going down this time, pal. Oh, is that right? She's been practicing 1,000 cracks a day, pal. Cracks? Wait, you don't mean cracks of the... Yep, cracks of the whip. Tell me about yourself. Making a really strange, tired-looking face here.
Are you sure you weren't born looking like that?
Uh-huh. Wish I was more lively. Right now, I'm just tired.
Well, there's not much you can do about that, so you just gotta keep on being tired.
Maya, don't encourage that. You're right. I'm glad I stayed out of that one. Being a spirit medium's quite an accomplishment. You're so young, too. It's really something.
Actually, I've been thinking of taking a break from channeling.
Really?
I don't want to have another incident like last time.
Honestly, fair. It's like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, bad attitude follows you everywhere. He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. They toned his arrogance down a lot in the anime version.
But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal.
It's not just his attitude. I got proof, pal.
Huh?
He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. Incredibly well-made silk hat.
Well, it does have very classy decorative elements.
Geez, why is classy decorative elements such a difficult thing to say? Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols. Pretty mundane, aren't they?
Who cares if they're mundane? At least they're easy to understand.
Must fit a nerve. That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness.
Eh?
Tell us about the eyewitness. So about the eyewitness. You know I'm not gonna tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card. Oh well. Oh, I just remembered. What? Forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house.
Why's that?
Oh, no reason. Just something I remembered to tell you.
It must be because that's where the eyewitness is.
Let's check it out. Don't you dare, pal. Is it Lana Hart again? I mean, she showed up twice, she showed up in 2 different cases throughout the series so far. And you know, 2 out of 9 is a pretty big showing compared to most of the other side characters. So, remember how I said, there was a character named Mo in the last episode of this? Wonder whose room this is.
The name tag on the door says Mo on it.
Guess he's not here.
Wow, it's a real mess in here.
My room's probably worse, though.
Oh well, I give up. We'll have to come back later. Clown equipment is so funny looking.
He's got a balancing ball, a unicycle, he's even got a trampoline. They're all broken.
Maybe he was just a little too excited during practice?
Who knows with that guy? Maybe it's part of the gag? Is his name Mo Miney? No, I think his name is Mo Curls, if I'm not mistaken.
Awesome! Look at these shoes. They're great.
Forget the shoes, check out the great gag banana peel.
You sure it wasn't Mo's snack after lunch?
You blind? Look at how many scratches there are from people slipping on it. There he is. Wait, there wasn't anywhere else for me to move from here?
This silk hat is Max's.
That's right.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I thought up the idea for wearing the hat. Huh? Really? Yep, he took my sketch to the hat shop, and they made a custom hat for him based off the sketch. There's only one of these silk hats in the entire world. Isn't that cool?
Hmm.
After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room.
Hmm.
I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened.
Ringmaster's room. It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself. That's what I forgot to do.
This was the ringmaster's room?
Yes, this room belonged to the victim. Which means this must be where Max met the ringmaster last night.
Now that you mention it, that's what he said.
Wonder what... that's an interesting poster.
Ah, it's a poster of Max. I want it, Nick, I want it.
I want to get out of here. It's a table for guests. There's some papers scattered on top.
Ah, look at this. Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes!
What is it?
I didn't know that a magician... This salary is incredible.
Looks like she's about ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much?
Incredible, huh?
That's not your voice, that's Regina's voice. You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. Can I just say, this looks like it's in Braille. Ringmaster signed and dated it.
What's the matter, Nick?
Max definitely got a raise. This document is dated a week ago. This was the table he used when visitors came to see him.
Ew, there's mud caked on the table.
Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table.
Nick, don't even think about it.
I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am, anyway?
Nick, look at all the cute trophies.
Indeed, just look at all the awards this circus has won.
Like, All County Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined. There's a lot of posters here, don't you think?
There are indeed.
So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they?
Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here.
But you didn't even notice that I took one.
She already swiped one. You're incorrigible, you know that? Look at all the stars on this poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances.
Posters are the way to go, aren't they?
What do you mean?
We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action. Mind-numbing legal... You will say wow. Or perhaps, hold it! Don't miss out on a stunning life or death courtroom thrill ride.
With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic.
You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat.
They call this the face of someone who already knew that.
What?
Scrap of white paper sticking out of the coat pocket.
Huh? Where? Where?
Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats.
You always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. This is where the ringmaster applied his makeup.
It's quite a collection of the most understated colors. Shocking pink, for example.
This one says it's 100% all-natural organic mascara.
And this one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime.
The ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. Very metrosexual.
Wow, metrosexual is a term I haven't heard in a long time. Jeez.
This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap.
Really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster.
He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father.
But yeah, that's a term I haven't heard in a long time. What about this? What can you tell me?
I'm not really good at figuring out hard things.
Yep. Okay. I guess we're going... I wonder if we have the stuff to, crack open Max's, psych locks. But I'm also gonna double-check Mo's room. Okay, nope.
Max isn't here.
Must be in questioning.
I wanted to see a magic trick.
Should be back in a little bit.
I guess so.
Okay. That makes me think that I missed some talking points with Regina. I'm pretty sure I examined everything here. So maybe Gumshoe? You know, I can't tell you too about the evidence we've gathered.
Stingy.
Stingy? When you put it so bluntly, it kinda hurts my feelings, pal. Maybe we need to go to, like... Alright, we've got lots of things we have to look into. No time for slacking. Let's get going.
Okay.
What's the matter? You seem down.
Maximilian Galactica. Who would have guessed that he was a country bumpkin?
So now what do we do?
Huh? There's still lots of things we can do. Go to the scene of the crime, talk to witnesses, gather evidence.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
We still don't even know what happened in the first place.
Okay, so it might be that I needed to investigate some stuff further with actual examine.
This door must lead to the lodging house.
No entry to unauthorized personnel.
Do you really need to say no entry if no one's actually entering? It's almost like a Zen riddle, isn't it, Nick?
I'm not even gonna justify that question with a response.
I bet all of the stars stay at that lodging house.
This is the box office where they sell all the tickets to the circus.
They also sell programs, but I forgot to buy one when we came to the circus last time.
So then why don't you buy one now?
Sounds like a plan. Oh no, it looks like I forgot my wallet.
You want me to buy it for you? Just ask me already.
You know I'd never do that to you, Nick. Nick, the entrance is right here.
Maya, the circus is closed today. No clowns, no elephants, no shows.
I know that. Nick, you can get your picture taken with Dolly the elephant.
There's no Dolly, not today.
I know that too. Oh well, I'll just have to take a picture with whoever I stumble across.
It's not like we're on business or anything. It's a snack stand. They have hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks, not to mention.
Candy and popcorn. They've even got snow cones.
Who would eat snow cones in the middle of winter? Me. Me.
Nick, do you think we can buy some snow cones?
Look around. There's tons of snow piled up all around here.
Yay! Wait a second. There's no syrup, though. I want syrup.
Hopefully she doesn't notice that that discolored snow in the corner. That's not syrup. Wow. That is a very, that is a very joke I would not expect from Ace Attorney, despite the fact that Ace Attorney loves its humor like that.
The very big top is so very enormous.
Yep, one look at the huge tent looming over you and you realize this is the circus.
I know. It really gets your blood pumping, doesn't it?
Sierra finally won an air conditioner.
What? You didn't have an air conditioner? Did you ride your Triceratops to work too?
What do you mean you won an air conditioner? You didn't buy it? Can't afford one of those things. But I got lucky and won it as a door prize at the annual police Christmas party.
They really pay you peanuts, don't they?
Peanuts? Don't even get paid enough for peanut butter, let alone peanuts. It's a murder investigation. It's like a mystery game, Dash. Some evidence under the tarp over there. Hey, watch it, pal. Killer's behind that tarp. Ah! Gotcha, I was just kidding.
Yeah.
Safety lights around the circus are kept on all night long. So they should have been on at the time of the murder. So saying that the murder took place in the light? How strange.
How strange indeed.
Seriously? Nothing? All those clown costumes lined up like that. I don't know about you, but it's creepy.
Look at the collection he's got. It's incredible.
Must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world.
Oh, I almost forgot.
What is it? What is it now? You better not want me to try one of those on.
I was thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I'll call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it in our office.
In our office? As soon as you start paying the bills, you can say that. Mo's got an excellent pair of pajamas. Lay it on his bed in an excellent manner.
What? Those are pajamas? You mean he goes to bed dressed as a clown? Ew.
There's another mystery game. Higurashi is based off of a game originally, right? It's like a game series. Because I primarily know it as the anime, but I feel like it's originally a game in my brain. Mo seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he has here. Clowns for Dummies, The Joke's on You, Treat Your Peons Right, and the classic Funny Jokes Are Funny. Have a good night, Dash.
Wow, Mo is very studious.
Joke's on you, huh?
What the? There's a string of carrots here.
How strange. The carrots seem to come in all different shapes. Weird. Can't tell if Mo just likes carrots or if he's using them in some sort of gag. Look at the ceiling. Looks like someone punched a hole in it.
You're right. I wonder what happened.
I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. I've already exhausted 4 dialogue options with you. Got affidavits from most of the performers at the circus. They're certainly a strange bunch of characters.
You don't say?
Well, not stranger than you, I suppose.
That was cold.
I'm sorry, I was just messing around. Oh, I guess I should probably present... How did I not present Max Galactica to Regina?
It's Max. Hey, where's Max now anyway?
You don't know?
Nope.
He's been arrested. He's charged with the murder of your father.
It's okay. Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal?
Of course he's not.
I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what? Or like what? Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? I'll tell you, Maya, but just you.
Ugh.
Well... What? Really? And then... Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick, there's no reason to pout.
Don't worry about me.
Regina told me that someone professed their love to her.
Profess their love?
Not only that, but it was Maximilian Galactica.
Wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyway.
And then, the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well.
What? Who was it?
Someone named Trilo.
Trilo?
Apparently he's a tenor who sings in the circus.
Haven't met him yet.
Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus.
She must have some sort of strange power over them.
You're not kidding. 2 people in one day. Even I want to profess my love for her.
Me too, she's so cute. Don't say that, Phoenix. Maybe now we can go and talk to Mo? Okay, we have a scene out here now. Thank goodness.
Huh? Hey, Nick, look over there.
What?
There's someone over there. Excuse me.
Hello?
Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me.
Huh? Me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just your everyday average Joe.
An average Joe who just so happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so.
Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying, like any regular person would hang around the circus, dressed like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright.
I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya.
Well, I just happened to be, passing by. Don't suppose you happen to be some kind of carny? No, not a carny. I'm a performer, actually. I'm a ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist?
I'm Benjamin Woodman.
Your last name is Woodman?
Yes, that's right. Everyone calls me Ben.
Ah, yes. That's your alias, right?
I believe they call it a stage name. Excuse me, Ben. Yes? You mean me? About the murder. I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really? I'm just a regular, normal guy. I don't know. This guy's so nervous, he's creeping me out.
Nick, cheer up. Just try and smile. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica.
Max? He's not very nice. You just say that Max is not very nice? Ow, my head hurts. Yikes. I hope it was okay. Sounded like he just popped a gasket.
Ben, so you're a ventriloquist.
I'm just a regular guy. You already told us that you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes.
Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that.
Can't help it. He's making me nervous.
Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist?
Well, right now, my... why? He's contagious.
Hello.
Kablamo! Congratulations, you're the big wiener. I'm the 1 millionth visitor to the room of one Mr. Mo Curls, aka me.
Earplugs. Must find earplugs.
To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one. Did you get my joke right there? I welched on giving you more than one. No. If it was funny, it's your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in Lan Sing. Catch my drift?
People hate this guy, by the way. I don't know if you can tell. Maya? It's like some Faustian nightmare. Wow, things I definitely wouldn't have gotten when I played through these games the first time. Describing something as Faustian.
Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book.
In my book, they're just funny looking.
You sure do have a great taste in clothes, girly. Look at that garb. You look just like Greta Garb. Oh.
I'm going home.
No, Nick, you can't.
You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to. Those grapes are too high, Polly.
Okay, I get it, but you do have to admit that he's kind of funny.
No, I do not have to admit that because he isn't. Also, I'm gonna adjust my mic real quick. Hopefully I won't be peaking my audio as much now.
Could you please tell us more about the Very Big Circus?
It's a very big story. Sure you got that kind of time?
And the hits just keep on coming.
Circus has been in business for 20 years. They all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry.
20 years? Wow.
Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there's just too much competition.
But I love the circus.
I love it too. That's why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us.
Nick, he just made a joke. Laugh.
Wow, that was such a god awful forced laugh.
Ringmaster is a real big shot in the circus world. Real class act. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me. Because he knew that I had a family to care for. He's happy to take care of his employees.
I see.
How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man?
Mo? I'm not reading that.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was just born without a sense of humor.
Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way?
Let's talk about the murder.
Let's see. It must have taken place around 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it.
Caught a peek?
Now the crime.
Just as we suspected. This guy's the eyewitness to the crime.
Ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show.
New elements?
When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realize that even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my joke can be a bit, old-fashioned.
A bit long in the tooth.
That make-believer takes things too far.
Make-believer?
Magician, the one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those, or one of those? Well, joke's on him now.
On him.
Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. Day of the murder.
Go ahead.
Nope, no way. Just forget I said anything.
Eddie's still hiding something about Max. You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw?
Well, the police told me I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm gonna have to let these lips stay zipped.
That's not fair.
Yes, you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details. But only if you can get old stiff lips here to make with the funny.
Stiff lips? How did you know what Edgeworth calls me in the bedroom? Wait, do you mean me?
Nick, you can do it.
What's the matter?
Just getting ready. Okay, do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. Wow.
At least his expectations are low.
I wouldn't let him quit his day job.
Yeesh, cut a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here.
It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw.
I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo.
That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw... Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is.
Knows more about Max than he's letting on.
Heh. If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too.
Mo!
Sorry, I crossed the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being.
Why do you hate him so much?
Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clocked Ben right over the head as hard as he could. Ben,
the ventriloquist with a speech impediment?
You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves.
The cafeteria?
Let's just say there's gotta be
Gotta be something there. I feel like I should understand this, but my brain is not comprehending the joke.
Ah yes, the Very Big Circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around.
Thank you. Is this an atlas? Or this is an atlas?
Oh, I kill myself, really. I'm dying here. Coronary, coronary!
Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. Wait. Okay, so I need to go back to the big top.
Ew, this place is gross.
This must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder.
That reminds me, what was it that Mo said?
He said that yesterday morning, Max clonked Ben over the head here.
He also said that there's gotta be something interesting here. Nick, what's gotta be interesting?
Don't ask. What's this? This must be a juice bottle or something.
Watch out, Nick. There's broken glass all over the floor.
A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor.
Do you think it means anything?
Gotta be something interesting there.
Huh?
It's like we're gonna have to go back and meet with him.
Him?
This is strange. There's nothing on top of this stand.
Look here, Max is written on it. This must be his VIP table.
Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this.
Well, he could still eat hamburgers, right? Keep our cafeteria clean.
Doesn't seem like anyone ever read this sign, huh?
Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die.
Well, that would definitely make them clean up. Funny story, actually. So I work as a dishwasher in a kitchen as one of my jobs. And, my dad used to work there. And my dad put up a sign above our, rack that holds our knives that is still there to this day, like, years after he quit over there. And it says, do not remove knives from this under penalty of death. And it's still up. A bulletin board. Or, bulletins. It doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here.
Boring. Maybe we should just leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read.
Juicy.
You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like, message from the killer.
Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all seriously. Gumshoe would totally take that note. Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. Did he just call me his sweetie? Again? Only Edgeworth is allowed to call me that, damn it. What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso! I mean fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max, let's make this absolutely fabulous. Take that! Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such? Exactly. We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary. I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? I think it's this, just because, do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? This just proves that he didn't negotiate his fee last night because it was a week ago. That's... It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. A week ago means it wasn't yesterday, yes. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. Called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. Ringmaster called him. Wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max? Perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about. Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into his room last night? It's the bottle, because he smashed it over Ben's head. Which most certainly would have given him a concussion, by the way. Like, glass bottles do not break easily. Isn't this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Where did you get that? The cafeteria. You already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max. What is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to... Can I just present Ben, the character profile? Take that! Ben! You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician! The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast, we had a run-in. You had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? You could put it that way.
Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man.
We fought about my sweetie pie.
You mean Regina?
That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that?
Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben?
Told her he was in love with her. Are you sure this is Ben we're talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie.
What?
The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie. And no one else's. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up?
What do you mean by shut him up?
You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trilo can't say a word, not without Ben.
Trilo?
The puppet, the ventriloquist puppet. His real name is Trilo Quist. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off the balsa, I'd be screwed.
You hit him? You mean the ventriloquist puppet?
You're so smart, sweetie.
Where did you hide him?
What, sweetie? You aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you?
Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet.
Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trilo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trilo for me, do you, my sweets?
No problem, none at all. Thank you, Max.
Yes, Ben Triloquist. You know, I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. And don't go hiding puppets.
Huh, Ben's not here anymore.
Yeah, wanted to ask him something.
It's cold out, he's probably in the tent. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress.
Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress.
But everyone loved the ringmaster. And there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved.
Of course.
And now Regina isn't here.
Not seeing how that's related.
It looks the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing.
You just stop it, you poster pilferer.
I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of these posters.
You mean stole one of those posters?
Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trilo somewhere in this room.
Trilo. Oh, the ventriloquist puppet.
Nick, look at all the cute trophies.
Indeed, just look at all the awards this circus has won.
Like,
Yep, this is all the same. Something shoved under the bookshelf. This is...
that's Trilo. That's Ben's puppet.
I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later.
Why do I have to carry this thing?
Maya's over here, like, trying to she's trying to be a ventriloquist. She's just like,
Hey, Trilo. Did you know that...
she's like shit-talking Nick. You know, as she does. Actually, cafeteria.
Oh, hey, Ben.
Hello?
Hello to you, too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree?
I do indeed.
Don't you think it's cold, Nick?
Don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case.
Ah, Ben? This is yours, isn't it?
Yes, that's mine.
Here you go. Hey, Trilo, have you heard of Nick's condition, resting lawyer face?
Alright, Maya, let's get going.
It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben.
Okay.
So, Nick, where are we going next?
Let's see, maybe we should go talk to the clown once again.
Hey, wait!
Who said that?
What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench! What's your problem anyway? Don't you know how to properly greet someone?
Ben, is that you, Ben?
No. I would never.
It was me. Yeah, me, down here.
You're Trilo?
That's Mr. Quiz to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect.
Not again. Mr. Quist, is that better?
No, look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for an attorney.
Trilo, we talked about insulting people. You promised.
But he was mocking me. Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal.
I'm sorry, Trilo.
Nick, what just happened? Trilo's still a puppet, right? A ventriloquist puppet?
Hey, who do you think you're calling me a puppet? Or who do you think you are calling me a puppet?
Look at this smug ass face. Tell us what you know about the murder.
You talking to me? I said you talking to me. Don't look at him when you're talking to me.
Trilo Quist, you behave, young man.
Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they off the old man?
I guess so.
No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mud paid us all peanuts.
Trilo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet.
Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now?
These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick?
Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head. Let me lay it all out for you. Pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants.
Your partner? You mean Ben?
Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him back off for me, will ya? He's just another one of the dorks around here.
Oh, my.
But I'll be fair, in this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers, found my Madonna.
You're
You're
Madonna.
Regina, my lovely Regina.
She is stunning, right, Ben?
Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far.
You'll have to excuse him. He does not understand of what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her. Marry? The ringmaster's got knocked upside by his cheap head by that flying fraud.
You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trilo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that.
Straighten up. I made a wood. Besides, you were there, you know what happened.
You were there.
Heh, if you're that interested, I'll let you in on the facts. You're going to marry Regina? That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she?
I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled. Well,
I don't care. It's my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched.
Rude. I know you think that, but what?
I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song. You gave her a song? Well, I'm a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. The rest is private. Well, melody is pretty good.
No, it's not, Maya. Please don't say that. Those lyrics, I think they need a little work.
Me too, Phoenix. Who asked you? I'm the artist here.
Thanks. Now that Trilo's here, does that mean you can talk normally now?
Hey, buttface. Ah! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser?
Trust me, the second day of Turnabout Big Top gets better because there's less Ben. Unironically.
You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all. Trilo? Enough jibba jabba. Let's get to court already.
Hey, wait a second.
Nick, what's going on?
He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Does Ben get murdered too? No.
What in the world happened with Ben and Trilo?
Why'd a pair of those two? What did the puppet see anyway? Oh no, now what? Yow!
Hey, welcome back, Nick.
That monkey. Ah! My badge! That monkey stole it!
What? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You looked so completely dumbfounded. Regina.
You, that monkey!
Hey, no need to get angry, okay?
But my attorney's badge!
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it?
By the way, that monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Monkey Money?
The monkey is called Money?
Yes.
Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get it back?
I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems.
Eh?
Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. That's pretty funny. Well,
Wow. Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to.
I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I'm on friendly terms with. What? He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming.
You know what? Big Top is a really good case if you ignore when every side character appears. Except it's not, because the actual solution to the murder is complete bullshit. Minor spoilers, I guess, but... Thank you for the stretch on the hydrate. I don't know if I said that already. There's one very large leap of logic in this case that is the part that I really don't like about it.
Oh, I see.
Yodamo's... The solution thing has a side character in it. I guess it's time that I revisit that kooky clown.
Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben?
That's not your voice, Maya. That's too high-pitched.
Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that's always hanging around with Trillo? What do you mean, hanging out around? Well, he was there when Trillo told me he was in love with me.
Trillo told you he was in love with you.
Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart, and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. But what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trillo.
Sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus.
Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? Nope, that won't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah, Max and Trillo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage.
But Max only talked to the ringmaster about it.
Forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly.
So I guess Trillo hasn't asked her directly yet. What, he's gonna propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trillo?
Wait, you do realize that Trillo is a puppet?
I don't care that he's a bit stiff.
Oh boy. We need to go to...
Huh? Detective Gumshoe took off already.
Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. Bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Wright all the time. Ugh. It's alright to be wrong every now and again, right?
See, Nick, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience.
So what can I do for you? You remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, maybe pull my finger and let me have it.
We're gonna get to the same sound effect either way, aren't we?
You know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair. You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? So, about Regina. Regina's such a pure, innocent child.
She's such a cutie, too.
She was born and raised in the circus, you know? That means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top.
It sounds like Pearly.
For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality.
She lives in a dream world.
She's dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. Funny thing is that it all seems normal to her because it's her everyday life. Guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet. Don't ask me if her reality is a good or a bad thing, though. Clown sees life simply, without complications. Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money?
Ah, yes, Money.
Stole my attorney's badge.
Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him.
Why's that?
Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right?
Exactly! Bravo, bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family.
Then who does he belong to?
I'll be happy to take you to where his owner's staying.
You mean right now?
Of course. Shall we go?
Should we go with him now or wait a while? Go with Mo.
This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
I can't breathe.
Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyway, this place. Acro's room.
Acro?
He's an acrobat. Seems he's not around today.
That's a big pile of junk over in the corner.
I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there, too. Just be careful to make sure you got the right stuff.
Thanks, Mo. See you later. Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap-looking knockoff wristwatch.
Look at this. It's a trophy. It's really heavy.
Nick, I found it. Your badge. It's right here.
Attorney's badge returned to its rightful spot on lapel. Thanks, he really saved me. Huh?
What's the matter? Did you find something?
Yeah. Check this out.
It's a ring.
Something engraved on it. From T to R. Is his last name Baddock? Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. I don't think we have his profile yet. We don't.
Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow?
Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out of tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet.
Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side.
That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Okay, I will be back in a moment. I need to go get more water. Man, I really need to get myself a BRB screen. I'm sorry you're not feeling great, Sachi. Good morning, Max. I'm dumb, I closed my door again. I swear, I like autopilot into closing my door every time.
Max.
Milk.
What? What?
If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie.
Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess.
Nick, Max is really nervous.
It's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. I can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay.
Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes?
I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. So, random thing. Would you believe me if I told you that the anime version of Turnabout Big Top almost completely removes the entire love triangle, and it's better for it? Now the case of one. What?
Your Honor, get on with it.
Gosh, I need to readjust to Francisca's voice. We haven't done anything. Oh, sorry. I just realized the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So, well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. No, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. Sounds more friendly. I wonder if that's to our advantage? Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, Wright?
Eh?
That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me?
She must still be upset about what happened last time.
You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, do you ask? Because it's not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are.
Me? Guilty? What are you talking about?
It will be my ultimate revenge.
It's not like it'll bring her dad,
But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There. Opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time.
Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up here, now! Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
Girl, you need a hobby or something. Can I introduce you to rhythm games? Francisco would totally play, like, the absolutely broken meta character in, like, in a fighting game. Francisco would play Bayonetta in Smash 4 and still get her ass kicked. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. Been looking forward to this.
Very well. I'd like you to begin shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir. All right, detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Night of the crime. Snow has fallen until about 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered at the Big Top to practice their routines. Practice session broke up at around 10 p.m. Murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. Victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. Cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Also, I'd like to point out, this is the second case in this game where someone died because of a broken neck. Because Dustin Prince in the first case also died from a broken neck. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. Court accepts this into evidence. Blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Night of the crime, snow has fallen until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out.
Let me ask you about the snow.
It's nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime.
Did it pile up?
It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. Snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more to this.
What's the matter, Nick?
I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? All the circus performers were gathered up in the Big Top to practice their routines. Not present.
When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean?
Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist. And of course, the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, and I almost forgot, Regent the tiger was there as well.
Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? Curious monkey.
When I was investigating yesterday, it happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you're welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Practice session broke up at around 10 p.m.
After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to?
Regina was playing with Regent while Mo went back to his room, tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you?
Seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Murder itself took place in the plaza, in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, pal. We got a witness saying, we got a witness telling us, what did that say? Got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Okay.
This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
Alright. We'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? Victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. Wooden box? That's right. Victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? It's gotta be like a solid wood box for it to be 20 pounds. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions about the contents. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There's only one little bottle in that huge box?
I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning.
Cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You done your homework, pal. You haven't found this murder weapon, have you?
The police are searching for it as we speak.
The theory is that it's something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. Guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case.
You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we've wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
I'm not even off the stand yet.
Obviously. But that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Swan Karma, call your next witness.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand.
You must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist.
I wonder if Trilla will show up on the stand as well. Please state your name and occupation for the record.
Full name is Triloquist, and I'm employed as an operatic tenor.
Excuse me. Witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That rope must be cutting off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Ahem. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence. Cited by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think?
It had a good rhythm.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak.
Trillo, you know better than to insult a judge.
Shut up, just look at your nose. I would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star.
Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Order, order, I demand to know who the witness is.
Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. Oh. I couldn't parse that text box for some reason. Like, my brain just could not read that text box. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony in my court. Okay.
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. I mean, clown. Once we got into the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that?
Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point.
What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit.
Why's that?
Here's absolute proof.
Silk hat?
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
Okay. Guess she's the boss again today. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. I mean, clown. Clown? You're talking about Mo. Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room.
Von Karma never has heard of the concept of wearing someone else's clothes.
When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. And what happened? Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance.
Why the plaza's entrance? Not incarcerated, incinerated.
To do some thinking, of course.
It's awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice, warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness.
But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. Phoenix, you went to art school.
That's when I saw Max, heading toward the scene of the crime.
Actually, I don't even remember if that's right. That might actually not even be right. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup?
Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. He only had 3 pieces of clothes on. And a shirt wasn't one of them. Look at him. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you.
Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions.
It's the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer?
You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo?
That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person heading that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense. It makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica.
Hey, you still don't get it, do ya? Saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say it all together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white robes. Right, roses, not robes.
Thank you.
I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Great. Getting shut down by a toy. That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
You only saw Max. Oh, wait, he should have seen, the victim as well. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? That's the victim. That's correct. If Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well.
Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out.
What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room.
Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
I see. It seems that at this stage you have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions.
He's right.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trillo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he?
Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head.
Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head?
Yeah. I think so. I don't know anymore. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it?
Huh? I think it was around, I'd say, a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you'd just stand outside in the weather. Well, the truth is...
Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we'd just stand outside in the weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone?
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories.
But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright? Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. What? He just fucking explodes. You were waiting to go out, or waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares what I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well, well, well. Puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right.
Eh?
All right. There's obviously a reason why the witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought.
Ah!
That makes perfect sense.
What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accepted that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone. Oh. Then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that could have missed someone other than Maximilian Galactica going to the scene.
There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. All right. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true I was waiting for Regina.
Pain.
Don't volunteer things.
Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You think humans have a monopoly on marriage?
That matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More pain.
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
I ran out of breath.
Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had some to give her. Kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose, and gave it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
You're going to propose. You, a puppet.
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. It does mean that you can't do that, Judge. Don't say that.
Exactly.
His honor's looking a little less than honorable right now. Thank you, Phoenix, for pointing that out. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
What was with that sigh at the end?
Don't be so surprised I was going to propose to Regina.
By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina?
Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't gonna propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben?
Yeah.
Got it? That's the truth. I even had something to give her.
What was it exactly that you planned on giving her?
You know exactly what I was gonna give her, you numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer his question. What was it?
You're gonna die when you hear this, but it's an engagement ring.
Engagement
ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad. Pain equals bad. Ace Attorney, even in your lowest lows, you still have funny moments. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. First time that a puppet has proposed.
I advise you to cut this argument short.
I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. Plan on giving an engagement ring to Regina.
An engagement ring?
Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass.
Even more brilliant than the real thing.
I think Regina's going to love it.
It's just a ring.
What's the matter, Nick?
Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on.
I kept it in my pocket waiting for the chance to propose, and I gave it to her.
Whose pocket was the ring in?
Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off?
I'm sorry. Really.
You don't have to apologize for that. He should be the one who's apologizing.
Really?
Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her.
Yeah, it's a fake diamond made out of cut glass. Sachi. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her.
That's right. Tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way.
Uppity snob? You couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his woodblock in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present?
In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
Sounds dangerous. I mean, it could be if it wasn't done correctly, but if you do it correctly, it should have rounded edges on it. It shouldn't be sharp. So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina?
Of course I am. Spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up that easily.
I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus.
Probably way more than he deserves.
How about it, Nick?
I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony.
That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck.
Judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. The judge is just he's completely zoned out. Oh, I didn't mean to press that again. Okay, plan on giving an engagement ring to Regina. Kept it in my pocket. Because we found the engagement ring. Judge is done with the shit. Oh, you have no idea how done with this shit he is. I would assume that it's presenting this just due to the fact that, you know, you don't have this in your pocket. It's in my hand. Okay, good. Music stopped. Trilo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh. Looks like they're gonna double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
Ah, that's mine! Give it back, thief! Thief!
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here?
Ah! going on here?
That's... Ben, say something.
Huh? Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo. I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? You mean a room they put money? Like a bank vault?
Ha! That filthy monkey, he's gonna get what's coming to him.
Mr. Quest, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court.
Well, Your Honor, monkey really is a monkey. In every sense of the word.
I see. Well then.
Money likes to go after the shiniest things he can find and gather them up.
Shiny things?
Trilo, when was the ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know? That night, the night of the crime.
What did you just say?
Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. Wait, did I say monkey really is a monkey? Did I trip over saying money is a monkey? And say monkey is a monkey? The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Ew. Oh. I did.
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trillo Quist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
It is indeed an incredible shame.
Well, this does indeed prove one very important point.
Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be?
Ben doesn't exercise enough. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Contradiction?
The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza.
What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
I'm saying that there's no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It's entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene.
Interesting, Mr. Wright.
Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist?
Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive at the scene.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive.
The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max.
Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Ha! Told you so many times you'd think you'd know my story's not changing.
Already changed your story, Stick Boy. Stick Boy has the same vibe as the meme that's like, wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? And I'm sure it will change some more.
Where there's one lie, there's usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's where we have to keep after him, or why we have to keep after him.
Yeah. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. But that does not change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. Absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him? How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about...
I suppose 5 minutes, I think.
So the victim could have arrived at the scene, or on the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina.
So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up.
You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I got 4, you know? 4. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me?
4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trilo.
But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night.
So you saw Max coming out of the Big Top that night.
Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time.
Guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina.
He showed up after I'd been waiting here for about 5 minutes.
At what time would you say these events took place?
You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know the practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. You already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes, I'm sure you can do that. Now what time was it?
Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Yow! I'm no good at math.
It was 10:10 p.m.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Sounds about right because it's the time I saw Max on the scene. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence.
So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess, that's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
Gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Isn't it a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers?
Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Ow, that hurt.
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world, and you should have learned that back in grade school.
No reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you've already learned that one.
Guess I can give it a shot. Witness will resume his testimony. Said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence.
absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene.
You're 100% absolutely sure of what you just said.
I told you already. Jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure.
There's no way he could be any more confident than that, right?
There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
It's 3 ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now. Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you?
But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere.
I agree. But do we have proof to make something stick?
All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've got to have something that'll prove useful.
All right, time to go to work. Ben's half of the comedy act. I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure that if a pro was...
You're not trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix, Wright?
You should know better.
You should know better.
How? How that hurts?
That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness.
Huh. Said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. Part of me wants to present the broken bottle just as like a... Present the broken bottle as a, like, you definitely wouldn't have said good evening after he smashed you over the head with the bottle. That is right. Okay, cool. Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most.
A disagreement doesn't usually end with someone getting clonked over the head.
Ah!
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch.
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first.
The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd... Wow, that threw me for a loop. Would just up and say good evening to his rival.
Ah!
Are you saying this witness is lying? That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright, I'm so used to the word, like, lewd is a word that my brain always is like, you know, it doesn't register. I don't know if there's a different definition to it, but my brain always thinks of, like, you know, I don't even know how to say it. Like, NSFW as like a synonym for lewd. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? Lewd just feels like slang, not an actual word. It's my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That's why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it.
What in the world? You...
Defense, kindly explain who it was Trillo saw that evening, then. Considering the ill temper of the witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it's not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh yeah, I suppose you've got a point there.
It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
You're correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Order, order. How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
It's high time we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. Problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols.
3 symbols?
Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone all together now. Ow!
Yes, yes, we know. The silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses.
A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me.
What was that?
Well, the witnesses endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What?
Swan Karma, you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant.
Well,
That's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point on this one.
That is very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, Wright?
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but...
What?
Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness.
Huh?
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there's no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
My Francisca voice is slipping a bit. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Conveniently placed save point. Okay. You might hear a bit of the microphone arm creaking, but... Actually, that's really quiet. Huh. Okay. So, that's gonna be where I end for tonight. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Who should we raid? I guess let's raid Joruna. Actually no. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Exclamation point Discord if you want to join the Discord. Exclamation point socials if you want to check out the VODs channel or my Twitter where I have been posting art. I will not be streaming tomorrow because tomorrow is my normal day off. But, I guess, I hope to see you on... Wait. I don't do a Tuesday to Wednesday stream. I do a Wednesday to Thursday stream. So I'll see you on Thursday. But yeah, I guess have a good one and take care.